Hey guys, welcome back. We are starting a new series for Qlik Management Control for Qlik Sense Enterprise. In this tutorial, we are going to see how you can download access in your Qlik application for specific users. So I have a test application here with a simple table. This is a junk data. So if I do a right click, and as you can see, download data, PDF and image are all one of the options. So how you can restrict it as per user. So I have been logged in with the user administrator, and I have around 4 to 5 users, user 1, 2, 3, 4 and administrator 5. Okay, so all have licenses, and over here we'll go to first custom property. So first we are going to create a custom property for this, and then we are going to write a security rule on top of it. So let's hit on this particular button. In the name you can write export data custom. Okay, so I have written my short description also, and over here you need to select users. In custom value you can write any custom value, like let's say access, yes, no, 1, 0. So let's say I am going to give yes, and I am going to say apply. Now you have to write a security rule. To do that security rule, you have an existing security rule called as export app data. So you need to disable an existing security rule called as export app data. So in security rule, I am going to search for export app data. So this is a default rule that ships with the client managed when you install it, and over here we are going to disable this. So you can see a checkbox here called as disabled. You need to click on this. So before clicking this, if you want to know that what is the security rule written, so it's a very simple security rule. The security rule is when the resource filter is app underscore star, that means any app ID, okay, any app, and the export data option is checked, that means only for all the apps which has export data enabled. Now if you go down in advanced filter, they have written that if the privilege is given as read, resource privilege is given as read and is not an anonymous user, this is not user anonymous. So the user is not an anonymous user, that means he has license and he is available in our user list. And that particular person, if he has the read right of the application, read rights of the application, that person can get the data downloaded. So we need to tweak this. Very simply, what we are going to use is, now we can copy this, disable this and hit apply. Now we are going to link the custom property that we created. So we are going to create a new, and I am going to give it custom export data custom, and I'll say okay. And in resource filter I can give app star. Over here I'll select export data the same way, and in over here what we are going to do is we are going to select the custom property, and if you just click on it you will have the custom property set for it. Yes. So before giving it a spin, applying it, let's go to the application, and as you can see export data is on. So when I refresh it, because of the security rule which is already disabled, now that particular option to download is not present. So if I go ahead and apply and let's say preview, still there nothing pops up into your audit section. That means I as an administrator doesn't have the right to export. Now I want to give privileges to my ID to export the data. So simply you need to go to start, users, whatever user it is. For in my case it's administrator. As you can see over here, there's a in the property panel you are going to see tags and custom property. Just check this custom property if it is not checked. If you go down here, as you can see, there's a custom property called as export data custom, which we actually created. Over here, when you just click it once, you will have the option yes. So if you just add yes and apply, let's wait for some seconds. We'll reload this page. Now let's go to our application and we are going to say reload. And let's say if we have, now we have access to the download. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new stream. Called as demo, and I am going to give everybody the access of it. Okay, all the users in the user directory arc RLD. Okay, now I am going to right click and publish this application into that particular stream. As you can see, it's not popped up. I'm going to reload the page. Publish, here comes demo, and I will say publish. It's gone. And let's go to the incognito mode and let's log in with one of the users. So I have the privileges to have some certain test users. So if you don't have it, then you need to borrow it from one of your colleagues. And here when I open this app, as you can see, export option isn't present for this particular user. Now let's say I'm going to give access to this user 1 and I will leave rest of the users. So when I go here, custom property, yes, apply, and over here let's reload this page, right click, and we have the export option back. So in this way you can create multiple options as per users, that certain users will have this particular access, XYZ. So this is a very demanding option that we need to disable export options. And how do you do it? This is how you do it. This is a very simple demonstration. I hope you love it. I'll meet you in the next one. Thank you very much.